Go back to sharing, checking. Ayun, I guess we're live. Okay, good evening everyone. Magandang gabi dito sa Canada. Mayong gabi, mayong buntag. Good morning Philippines. Happy Independence Day. Today it's going to be the 12th of June, June 12th sa Pilipinas, but here in Canada, specifically here in Ontario, it's June 11 at 11 p.m. Yeah, happy Independence Day, everyone in the Philippines. And today, meron po tayong very special guest. She's the Philippine representative of Vancouver Community College. Wag na tayo paligid. Let's go straight forward para mahaba yung discussion niya. Please help me welcome Miss Rona from Vancouver Community College. Hi, Miss Rona.
Hello. Hi Nick. And hi Nick. Thank you so much for having BCC. Hello mga Kuyas. Kuya Nick.
Yes. Once again, this is the evening with the Kuyas. So we usually do this every Friday evening. We have some guests. And how's your weekend, Miss Rona?
So far so good. I mean, I have plans for later to jog.
Wow.
Yeah, but here in Canada, parang Pilipinas din. Kanina, parang sobrang init. Nasa 32 degree yata kami ganyan. 34?
Yes, mainit
Wow.
kanina.
Yeah, sobrang init. Parang Pilipinas lang din. And okay, Rona, Miss Rona, the floor is yours. You can start. We will be here at the background.
Okay, all right. So magandang good noon everyone. It's 11 a.m. in the Philippines. It's 8 o'clock in the evening then sa Vancouver. So as mentioned po by Nick, I represent Vancouver Community College in the Philippines, and I provide guidance and support to prospective international students. So thank you for joining this live info session. And thank you so much sa Sun-Cor team, of course, kay Kuya Nick and Kuya Mick for having VCC today. So let me just share my screen. Ayan. Kuya Nick, are you able to see it po?
Yes, we can.
Yes.
All right. So once again, good day everyone. Vancouver Community College. So sa presentation na ito guys, what I'm going to do is, of course, introduce sa inyo kung sino ba si Vancouver Community College, bakit great option mag-aral sa VCC, kumusta ang career outlook ngayon sa British Columbia given na may pandemic, what are the next steps for you to become an international student, of course, our programs and our fees. And yeah, I'll highlight the programs na very popular sa mga Filipino international students. So VCC, we are popular as a career college. So we are really focused on the students' career training and employment. We want to make sure that you will be job ready and that you will succeed in your respective careers and occupations in the future. Kami ang largest and oldest public college sa province of British Columbia. Set up in 1965, so for more than 50 years, we've been there providing great education, both to domestic and to international students. So some numbers are shown on my screen. 94% of our graduates are happy with their education. Ang average class size namin is small, that's 21, and that's really good because students are given individualized attention and you get to develop positive rapport or relationship with your instructors who become your top sources of jobs by the time na maghahanap na kayo ng work. Our employment rate is one of the highest in the province. That's an average of 90%. And in fact, we're proud to say, guys, na meron kaming programs na may 100% employment rate. And that's really good because it guarantees na magkakaroon kayo, makakahanap kayo ng work by the time you complete the program and start entering the job market. So what are these programs with 100% employment rate? Canadian Business Management, Baking and Pastry, Network and Technology, and CAD and BIM Drafting Technician. And we have a lot of scholarships and bursaries, but to manage expectations, wala po kaming entrance scholarships. The scholarships become available kapag enrolled na kayo sa VCC, and you will have to apply and be evaluated to determine qualification. So, nasaan ba si Vancouver Community College? You can see there the map of Canada. We're located on the western coast, of course, sa BC, facing the Pacific Ocean. And there are many reasons or benefits why you should study in Vancouver. On top of that, kung naghahanap kayo ng location na very strong ang presence ng mga Filipinos, there are around 200,000 Filipinos in Metro Vancouver area. That's 7 to 8% of the total population there. So ang ganda nun kasi ang daming mga kababayan kayong makikilala. All right? And very mild ang temperature. I think Vancouver has the mildest climate across the country. And that's really good because I know Filipinos are used to this tropical climate, just like the Philippines. And as we all know, Vancouver is one of the most livable and beautiful cities in the world, as shown in the pictures. And there was a recently conducted study nung isang buwan lang. According to that study, Vancouver is the best place in Canada to work for people below 30 years old. And that's great news. So bakit ba number one si Vancouver as compared to other cities or places in Canada? Tiningnan yung availability ng mga jobs, yung inclusivity, yung quality of life, education, infrastructure, and many other fundamentals. So number one si Vancouver. And that's that's very good to consider in selecting a location sa Canada, right? So this is our downtown campus, and that's our Broadway campus. Malapit sila sa isa't isa, and they're very conveniently located. We're in the heart of Vancouver. The students can just walk, bike, or take the public transports, of course. And I have to mention again and again, studying in Vancouver puts you in a very competitive position, guys, kasi you will have an immediate access to abundant job opportunities that are available in the area, in Metro Vancouver area. This is our downtown campus. This is our Broadway campus. So we go to the career outlook in British Columbia. Kumusta ba ang career projections in the coming years? So maraming international students ngayon ang nag-worry na baka hindi sila makahanap ng work by the time they complete their program because there's a pandemic and there might be an economic recession. But the great news, guys, is according to the provincial government, this was taken from the provincial government's website. So in the next 8 years, there will be a lot of jobs that will be created. Around 600,000 jobs will be created dahil marami ang i-hire na pampalit doon sa mga expected na mag-retire. All right? While the remaining 263,000 jobs will be created as a result of economic growth. So you do not worry, be consoled that there will be lots of jobs available for international students according to the provincial government as shown on this figure in my screen. And also taken from the provincial government's website, yung top 10 most in-demand trade occupations sa British Columbia. On top of that, yung mga cooks related sa culinary arts program, automotive service technician, truck and bus mechanics, and mechanical repairs. So related naman ito sa transportation trade programs ng VCC. Hairstylists and barbers. So VCC is the only school in Metro Vancouver offering cosmetology, which combines hairstyle and body care. And may mga Filipinos na nasa Vancouver na who are really registering or considering this program. All right, the cosmetology program. And of course, the bakers, related naman sa baking and pastry. But if your program of interest naman, guys, is halimbawa business, technology, or hospitality, do not worry because according to the to this figure, ang dami ding jobs na makikreate or available in the coming years. How about in terms of minimum wage? So many would argue, ang Vancouver, napakataas ng cost of living yan. Hindi naman siguro napakataas. We can say na relatively medyo mataas ang Vancouver as compared to other places in Canada. But the great news is that every year, ang minimum wage naman sa sa British Columbia, nag-i-increase minimum wage per hour. So, for example, nung September 2017, it's 11.35, and nung June 1st,
Nawala ata si Miss Rona.
I think Miss Rona is on mute.
Yeah, I
Are you guys able to hear me? Parang nawala yata ako.
Yeah, okay na. Okay, no problem.
Yeah, now you're back.
Okay, continue. Ms.
I don't
Ron.
know why I suddenly disappeared. So I'll continue, guys. So I was mentioning a while ago, do not worry. It could be mataas ang cost of living sa Vancouver, but ang minimum wage per hour is increasing every year. And last June 1st, nag-increase siya sa $15.2 per hour. That's the highest in Canada, according to the Premier. And when you become an international student, guys, you are allowed to work part-time up to 20 hours per week. All right? So maa-avail mo na itong $15.2 per hour kapag nag-work na kayong part-time. And you can work full-time or up to 40 hours naman kapag term break. Okay? So it's really great to become international students because you get the chance to work while studying. How about in terms of unemployment rate? So ito, sinasummarize niya yung unemployment rate ng mga provinces sa Canada. Pre-pandemic, ang BC isa siya sa may pinaka-lowest, that's 4.7, just next to Yukon. Nung nag-pandemic, tumaas siya, it picked up to 11.2%, but because of the very good recovery plan of the province, it has been gradually declining. In fact, last month, it was 7.0% unemployment rate. Malapit na siya sa pre-pandemic level. And in terms of employment rate naman, merong 60.5 sa BC, all right? 60.5, and that's one of the highest in the country. All right, so things to remember. Before I present the programs, I think I missed mentioning a while ago. So guys, Vancouver can be compared to Manila or Metro Manila in the Philippines. Kung ang BC ay, let's say, Philippines, nandoon yung mga job opportunities. So it's really crucial or critical na piliin yung best study destination kung saan kayo mag-aaral, because job opportunities are really mostly in Vancouver area. Now, I'm going to highlight the different programs ng VCC. You can see on my screen these program areas. Di ko na sila isa-isahin. We have around 40 plus program options. And ang mga credentials na ino-offer namin ay post-degree diploma, yung gusto mag-upgrade ng college degree nila. We have, of course, bachelor's degree, we have diploma, certificates, and dual certificates, all right? So ano-ano ba yung programs na very popular among Filipino international students? I'm going to present these programs. And bakit sila popular? On top of that, guys, ang programs na ito ay 2 years in duration. So ini-encourage talaga namin kayo na mag-take ng program na 2 years ang program duration. Bakit? Kasi you will be eligible to work in Canada up to 3 years. Kung 2 years ang length ng program ninyo. Kapag nag-aral kayo less than 2 years, halimbawa 1 year, kung gaano lang kahaba yung program duration, yun din ang length ng pag-work niyo or PGWP eligibility niyo. So we encourage you to take 2-year programs. So these programs also have very low attrition rate and very high employment rate. And most of our international students, 80% of them, are picking these programs really. So what are these programs? We have Business and Project Management and Canadian Business Management. Yung mga gusto mag-upgrade ng college degree nila, these are great options for you. So ito guys na dalawa, post-degree diploma. You can see there the tuition and how much is the projected salary. So both programs, wala siyang IELTS, which is great. We just need to submit a certification that English is the medium of instruction, okay? So si Canadian Business Management, just to let you know, has 100% employment rate based on the survey result that we conducted. Now, we also have Hospitality Management Diploma. So bakit very popular si hospitality? Vancouver is a top tourist destination. So ang daming jobs sa hospitality, sa tourism, and sa hotel sectors or sa food service industries. That's why marami ang nagtitake ng program na ito. VCC has been voted as the best place in the city to train for work in the hospitality industry. All right? So napaka-strong or very good ang relationship ng VCC sa mga industry leaders, the likes of Marriott, Fairmont, Shangri-La. Twice a year, we gather these industry leaders in an information week where they get to meet our hospitality students. And that's where our students are hired. And tips lang po, lahat ng programs na itong tatlo, nag-accept pa ng, meron pang seats sa winter at saka sa summer, spring. But for hospitality, if mag-enroll kayo ng winter or January, meron kayong dalawang term breaks. Imagine, dalawang term breaks where you can work full-time. So enroll kayo ng January. May seats pa ngayon. So apply ASAP. Pero madali nang mapuno. Now we go to our programs related to technology. Okay, very exciting ang technology programs, guys, ng VCC because Vancouver is named is the top city in North America for tech job growth. Anong ibig sabihin no? Vancouver surpassed cities like Los Angeles, New York, California, Seattle, Silicon Valley pagdating sa dami ng work na nakakreate sa technology sector. All right? So ang message nun sa inyo is very highly recommended na mag-take ng program related sa technology because very bright ang career prospect. So we have Network Technology Admin and Security, post-degree diploma. As you can see, very lucrative ang salaries niya, the highest among all our programs, and wala siyang IELTS. Itong program na ito, guys, does not require na dapat may background kayo sa technology or sa computer para ma-consider for admission. Any discipline will be considered, but you must have a college degree. We also have network security. So 8 months lang itong program, very affordable, that's a total tuition, and advanced certificate na siya. So this program requires you to have a background sa IT, either in your education or employment, all right? So both programs, wala siyang IELTS. Just submit a certification na English is the medium of instruction sa school ninyo. So we still accept applications sa dalawang programs na ito ngayong January at saka May. I think network security is not offered in May. So we also have computer systems technology. Yung mga gusto maging programmers, the details are there. It has IELTS requiring 6.5 no band less than 6.0 sa score. And nandito rin yung projected salaries. So we have CAD in BIM drafting technician. CAD stands for computer aided design. BIM stands for building information modeling. So this program has 100% employment rate. Kami lang ang school sa Canada ang nag-offer ng steel construction modeling, one of the specialties of this program. Aside from mechanical, civil, and what's the other one? Mechanical, civil, yeah, steel construction. So this program, guys, kung mahilig kayong gumawa ng technical drawings using advanced softwares like CAD, and let's say may background kayo sa architecture or engineering, this is a great program option for you. Lots of employers across the country would fly to Vancouver just to hire our CAD and BIM graduates. So these are some of the masterpieces of our CAD and BIM graduates. Of course, we are the largest baking and culinary school in Western Canada. That's why very competitive ang baking and pastry dual certificate namin. Kindly just go over the details shown on my screen. And our culinary arts diploma. So both are very competitive. Ito, guys, in-offer lang siya sa winter and fall or January and September. Puno agad ang seats on the first or second day of application. All right? So apply kayo agad as soon as application opens. Yung culinary arts also very competitive, but it has a continuous intake. So we still accept applications for summer or spring 2022 sa culinary arts program. We're voted as the best professional culinary school in 2020. Of course, we have early childhood care and education. For those of you who want to delve into education area or combine it with care service, this is a great program option. Napaka-heavy nito, guys, sa work practicum or sa hands-on learning, a total of 7 practicum, or that's translated to 720 hours in total. All right? Sa ECCE, you are expected to earn an average median salary of 37,541. Combined average salary ito ng mga assistants at saka ng mga licensed educator. Kapag nakompleto nyo ang term 1 ng ECCE, pwede na kayong mag-work as a part-time assistant. So you work as a part-time assistant, then while continuing your program until you become licensed. Definitely, you'll earn more kapag licensed na kayo. So very good option ang ECCE. And if ang program interest niyo is not shown in the programs I just presented, just to let you know, we're also offering these programs: marketing technology, accounting diploma, automotive collision and refinishing, automotive service technology. Sa mga ayaw ng academic stuff, medyo hindi mahilig sa academic type of learning, but more on hands-on or practical learning, and are passionate in car repairs, perfect sa inyo yung automotive collision namin or automotive service technology. We also have electronics repair technology, cosmetology, I already mentioned that, music and dance, fashion design and production, first year university, graphic design, virtual reality and augmented reality. And if your interest is short term, ayaw nyo ng 2 years kasi medyo mahaba, although yun nga, I mentioned already the disadvantage of that, kung gaano lang ang length, kung gaano kahaba ang program na tinake mo, kung 1 year lang ang eligibility mo to work in Canada. Kapag 2 years, up to 3 years. But we have short-term programs for those of you who want short-term programs. Administrative professional and medical transcriptionist. Na-meet ng dalawang programs na ito yung minimum duration na required ng PGWP, that's at least 8 months. All right, so we don't encourage you to take programs na less than 8 months. Hindi na kayo allowed mag-work sa Canada after that. English requirements, so you may have noticed, karamihan sa mga programs namin may IELTS, yes, or may English requirement, but just as presented, we have programs that waive the IELTS requirements. These are Business and Project Management, Canadian Business Management, Network Technology, and Network Security Advanced Certificate. All 4 programs accept applications for January 2022. So, baka mapuno na siya, you have to apply as soon as possible. But if your program of interest is nagre-require ng English, we're accepting all these English tests. We accept IELTS academic, not general. And with temporarily, so guys, temporary lang namin ina-accept si Duolingo. All right? For summer or spring and winter next year. Baka hindi na siya i-accept sa susunod na intake. So while ina-accept pa siya, you can take advantage of the moment na. Si Duolingo is a very easy online English exam, very affordable. It's just 2,400 pesos, around that figure. And available na ang result in 2 days. It's also taken in just an hour. All right? Fees. So our tuition fees vary per program. I summarize there the range per credential. Can I just go over them? We have an application fee of 145 CAD. If you don't have relatives in Vancouver, so you might want to avail of our homestay arrangement. It's a setup where you get to stay with a Canadian family. You'll have your own room, access to common facilities. You'll have your laundry, phone, 3 meals per day. And that's 868 CAD per month, right? And once you become an international student, you will have to get the BC Medical Services Plan. That's $75 per month. COVID-19 updates very quickly. So guys, this figure summarizes kung kumusta ang total cases ng COVID sa Canada per province. And BC is shown there. It has 10% of the cases in the country. Not good, but still it's relatively okay as compared to other provinces. And there's a plan to go back to on-campus learning this coming September 2021, subject pa rin sa development ng COVID-19. Most of our programs right now are online, unless yung program ay meron siyang very heavy ang practicum or hands-on learning niya. The likes of culinary, baking, cosmetology, automotive. But the rest of the programs, lalo yung, for example, yung business, they're online. So bakit BCC? Let me just wrap it up. So we are an accredited DLI. Lahat ng programs namin, as long as at least 8 months ang duration, they're PGWP eligible. So that's the most important thing you should consider. We have very high employment rate. That's an average of 90%. And there are programs that may 92, 94, and even 100%. Our programs are highly employable. So public college kami, it's our job to produce the skills needed by the society. All right? So in demand guys, ang mga programs, ang mga skills na pinoproduce ng VCC. We're located in Vancouver. It's a great place for you to study, work, and live. And of course, we have the reputation. So kung may kilala kayong nasa Metro Vancouver, I'm sure they know of VCC. Very popular ang school, award-winning siya. Not just the institution, but especially the students, as shown on the pictures. We have very good connections or industry connections. So 80% of our students are domestic or Canadians, and very beneficial yun sa inyong mga international students kasi ang mga jobs usually nahanap siya ng students because of this industry network or connections or these strong ties, right? So our alumni would call us frequently asking kung may mga students kami or graduates that they can hire. Okay? And we offer practical education. So what do I mean by that? Meron kaming sariling restaurant, auto shop, bakery, coffee shop, cafeteria, dental clinic, all these shown on my screen. I have not included everything. And in these facilities, our students are able to gain real Canadian work experience. You get to enhance your industry networks, and of course, enhance your industry confidence. So napakaganda kasi habang nag-aaral kayo, trained na kayo on how to really work in Canada while studying at BCC. So we offer a lot of support and services. We offer free counseling, for example, and free tutorial services. So if you have fears na baka mahirapan kayo sa mga academic requirements, don't worry, we offer free tutorials. And by the time you start looking for jobs, we also provide support in, let's say, packaging your application documents, just so you'll stand out sa inyong mga employers. Next steps, I will not elaborate on this. I will just advise you to coordinate with Sun-Cor Unlimited, with Kuya Nick and Kuya Mick. They have been sending students to VCC, and they will be able to really help you apply sa school. And of course, they have other services that would be very helpful in your plans to, move to Canada. I have to mention, however, na bago kayo mag-apply, always check first kung ang program na yon ay nag-accept pa ng application, because madaling mapuno ang mga seats sa VCC. There are programs na madaling maubos ang seats. So check first the availability of the program and work with Kuya Nick and Kuya Mick at Sun-Cor on your application at VCC. Once you apply and let's say you're qualified because you submitted all of the requirements and you meet the admission requirements, you will get a letter of offer within 2 weeks. And sa letter offer na yon, for you to accept, you have to pay the initial deposit within 2 weeks then upon receipt of the offer. And using the receipt and the letter of offer, pwede na kayo mag-apply ng study permit. So we have many testimonials. The number of Filipino students sa VCC is also significantly growing. So marami ng students ngayon sa VCC, Filipino students sa VCC. You have here Emmanuel enrolled sa graphic design. So he started online, and now he just traveled to Canada. He really enjoyed his classes online. Si Cheska naman sa culinary arts, she said that every day she feels like she's getting closer to her dream of becoming a chef because of making the right choice, and that's choosing Vancouver Community College. So nasa social media din kami, guys, if you want to learn more about VCC and see the different activities of our students. And this is my email address for those who have questions. But as mentioned, you can always work with Kuya Nick and Kuya Mick at Sun-Cor for your application at VCC. So to finish it off, I just want to say 2 things. First, guys, ang annual tuition fee ng mga schools or colleges, universities usually increase per year, all right? So right now, affordable pa siya. While it's still affordable, enroll na kayo because it's expected to increase after a year. Second point, ngayong may pandemic, be globally competitive. So there are many people right now who are, let's say, hibernating, scared of the pandemic. While most people are, in their homes, why don't you really upgrade your educational attainment or credential by really pursuing your plan to study abroad in Canada and complete your program until you become globally competitive. And that's very important kapag nag-open na yung market. You will be selected among all others kasi yun nga, na-upgrade niyo yung educational credential niyo. And once again, our programs are highly employable, eligibility eligible, and very high employment rate. I'm going to show this 2-minute video presentation just to tell you more about what our students are saying about VCC. So let me play this video.
My name is Hong Chen. I'm from China. I'm studying culinary art in BC.
I'm Parsa. I'm currently studying at CPE, College Immigration English program at Vancouver Community College.
Hi, my name is Amir Ibrahim. I am attending GCC for the auto body collision course.
My name is Queen Padilla, and I'm studying hair design at CC.
My name is Annie. I'm from South Korea, and I'm studying art program.
My name is Guru Raj. I'm from India. doing culinary arts in Super.
My name is Nancy. I'm currently just a graduate from Hospitality Management Diploma program at Vancouver Community College.
Whenever I was looking at different places in Canada, Montreal, Vancouver, all of them, I see that here is kind of the best place.
I love the climate here, and I love the oceans, the mountains on the west coast. I love the people from everywhere in the world. They are really dynamic individuals.
There are so many sightseeing and tourism places. Especially I like Whistler because sometimes I go there, I feel very free.
The reason why I picked VCC is because I was living in a homestay before, and they took the baking program, and they bring me here to look at some programs as well. And I would say this is probably the best program I've ever seen.
I chose this program because I didn't really like to do office kind of work. I'm a hands-on type of person. I loved automotive in high school.
One of my friends is working as a cook, and she told me BCC have a great culinary program. When I came to our class, oh, there are so many international students from everywhere.
You make lots of friends easily. So once you get in, you'll probably make like 10 friends in a day.
We always hang out for movies and go to the bars.
We have fun outside of the class. And my couple of my friends are from China, Korea. I've never met anybody from China before.
They are so open-minded and they really want to learn our culture, the other culture.
I like how people in VCC are just behaving to each other. I mean, the atmosphere of the college is like a friendly staff.
They're really helpful to answer our questions. And after the class, during the break, they're like friends. They talk to us. They try to help us.
All the instructors are great. They're pretty funny. They're nice guys. They help you a lot. If you're having trouble, you just confront them.
If you need any help, they always help you. If you get put in a situation where you're uncomfortable, they'll definitely help you with that, and they won't pressure you to do anything you're not comfortable with at all.
Instructors in my department have one same goal. One that all of them are kind of like anonymously agreeing on that goal, and that one is to help students to reach their educational goals.
The word I always use is passion and also motivation. Good attitude is good for people study and work hospitality industry. So I did it. I think everybody come here, they can do it better than me. I hope.
My name is Gururaj, and I'm VCC.
My name is Nancy. I am VCC.
I'm Hong. I'm VCC.
Hi, I'm Parsa, and I'm VCC.
My name is Annie. I am BCC.
All right. Thank you so much for your attention, guys. So that ends my presentation. Over to you, Kuya Nick and Kuya Mick.
Ayun, maraming salamat, Rona, for that very informative presentation. Once again, Vancouver is like the Makati of Canada as well, same time with Toronto. I always wanted to go there. Yun pa yung isang place na nasa bucket list ko na pumunta doon. And yeah, this is ang kagandahan kasi dito yung sa Vancouver Community College is it is right in the middle of the city itself. Yung both campuses nila is nandun mismo sa city. wala siya sa remote area. So, job opportunity-wise, marami po talaga. Lalo na sa IT. Marami din tayong mga celebrity na nandyan ngayon sa Vancouver na nag-aaral or nag-migrate na rin. Yun, I do have some questions. Most of them nasa personal message nila. Rona, are you still okay with questions?
Sure. I mean, more than happy to answer your questions. And guys, this is your opportunity to have your questions answered. Do not hesitate. Feel free to interact.
Yeah. Pero before that, di ba nag-promise ka na kakanta ka muna before?
Actually, guys, parang masakit ang throat ko ngayon.
Next time Daya, next time Kuya Nikki.
Yun na rin kasi I just want to greet everyone, mga viewers natin. Thank you very much. Happy Independence Day.
Happy Independence Day,
sa
Philippines.
Pilipinas. Sa amin bukas pa kasi 11 pa lang dito. But yeah, we need to celebrate our freedom. And as part of Filipino, Sun-Cor is one of the group that will help our kababayans to come here in Canada as well. So let's start with the questions muna. Ito, direct message sa akin. I think it's hindi mo na-mention to. When we say deposit, how much daw yung deposit? So once they get the LOO, how much is the initial deposit that the school is asking?
Sure. So the initial deposit amount, guys, vary per program. Okay po? So Kuya Nick, kindly ask what specific program the student is interested in. Normally, the lowest would be 7,600 CAD and the highest could be around 13,000. So iba-iba po. For example, interested kayo sa Business and Project Management or Canadian Business Management, deposit is 10,000 Canadian dollars for regular stream. So kindly just ask Kuya Nick anong specific program para
I
sabi
think
ko.
just to follow up ko lang no. I think when we say initial deposit is the first semester tuition fee, right?
Yes. So the initial deposit is your payment towards the first term, and it includes the non-refundable fee amounting to 5,000 to 6,000 Canadian dollars. Pero pwede mong ma-refund yung full amount na binayad mo kapag na-deny yung study permit. Alright? Ang ibabawas lang ng VCC is 250 CAD.
Okay, so that's the refund policy of VCC. Right? It's only if it's denied, you can get the whole amount, less admin fees. Okay, thank you very much. Once again, yung initial deposit is the first semester, depending yung sa program po natin. Or we always recommend if you can pay the whole year, pay the whole year. It will make more easier sa proof of funds mo din. Okay, do you have any questions sa social media natin, bro?
Yes, Kuya Nikki, merong dahil Independence Day ng Philippines, let's first voice out the question of Mr. Juan de la Cruz. What age limits and all other restrictions in taking VCC programs? So may age limit po ba for the programs in Vancouver Community College?
So that's a very good question, no? Meron kaming minimum age requirement. So that would be 17, 18, depende yun sa program. All right? Merong minimum age requirement, but wala po kaming maximum age requirement. And that's great to know. So regardless of your age at this point, you are encouraged to apply sa VCC. And as long as you meet the admission requirements, there's still a chance for you to get a letter of offer.
Okay. Thank you for answering the question. Siguro for clarification, sanay kasi yung mga viewers natin for LOA, Letter of Acceptance. For VCC, it is called LOO, Letter of Offer. Si Mr. Juan de la Cruz has another question. Inubos ko lang yung questions niya and then we'll move from the rest. Why study in Vancouver instead of Toronto, for example?
Magandang question yan.
It's a very good question. So, of course, magiging honest ako sa iyo, Mr. Juan de la Cruz. I can say more about Vancouver, having been there, and me, of course, promoting VCC based in Vancouver. Well, personally, if you ask me, napakaganda ng Vancouver as a location. In terms of livability, quality of life, in terms of a number of jobs available, in terms kung gaano siya ka-highly developed, Vancouver would be the best. In fact, as shown sa presentation ko kanina, may study na kinandak noong May, first week of May, and it shows na number 1 ang Vancouver. It's the best place in Canada to work for people below 30 years old. Bakit? Because in terms of job opportunities, quality of life, inclusivity, infrastructure, healthcare, education system, nirank ang Vancouver as number 1. According to that study, among all other cities in Canada, I would include Toronto. So that's why Vancouver is the best. All right po? And yun nga, it tops North America when it comes to tech job growth. Angeles, New York, California, Seattle, pagdating sa number of jobs na nakikreate sa technology sector. So, ang daming fundamentals or strengths ang Vancouver for you guys to consider versus the other cities. No disrespect to other cities.
Siguro just to add to Miss Rona's inputs, one factor is yung weather. Yung weather sa British Columbia, it's very similar sa Philippines. So kung gusto nyong pumunta sa Canada and with a similar weather or climate, that is the place to be. Ayaw sa malamig, lumalamig din doon but not as extreme as other places in Canada. So that's one thing you might also add to that one. May next question po tayo. This question popped up multiple times. I know you've covered it in your presentation, but maybe you could elaborate further. Ang tanong po ay, what about early childhood education programs? I think for VCC, it's early childhood care education. Tama po ba? So we
Tama
have,
po.
this is a question being asked by Ms. Kat de Guzman and Hannah Pajarillo. So maybe if we could revisit that one. I think Nina Imperial also mentioned this question. So there's a lot of interest for the ECCE program. Maybe if you could explain further on that one.
Okay, sure. So yes, VCC offers the Early Childhood Care and Education Diploma Program for international students. And I can say na very popular ang ECCE ngayon sa mga Filipino international students kasi nga it combines the education and care service sectors. Alam naman natin na very caring ang mga Filipinos. So guys, ang ECCE program ng VCC is very heavy sa practicum, a total of 7 hours. 7 practicum translated to 720 hours. And paano ba makapasok or mag-qualify sa ECCE program ng VCC? You must have completed grade 12 education or its equivalent. Kung mature student ka or katulad natin, sinina Kuya Mick, na part ng old curriculum sa Philippines na 4th year high school, hanggang 4th year high school ang secondary education, dapat meron ka pang 2 years sa college. Either you reach second year college or may 2-year diploma ka sa post-secondary education. Now, you have to submit 2 references, guys. From your, let's say, contact, nakilala ka, halimbawa, dati mong boss or dating department head ng school mo na can attest na mag-qualify ka sa ECCE program. So you need to submit 2 reference letters. You must have a grade 12, you must have completed grade 12 or up to second year college or a 2-year post-secondary diploma program. Then meron siyang IELTS requirement po. So IELTS academic or Duolingo would be accepted. Kung magsasubmit ka ng IELTS academic, it has to be overall 6.5, no ban less than 6.0. Kung Duolingo naman, it should be a minimum score of 105. All right? So ano pa ba? And I mentioned a while ago, may minimum age requirement ang VCC. Dapat 18 years old ka. By the time you start the program, wala kaming maximum age. Don't worry. And what else? VCC will conduct a criminal record check. Pero later on na yun, kapag let's say, you will have to start the program na. And the good thing about this program, guys, 4 terms ang ECCE, no? 2 years siya, 4 terms. Makompleto mo lang ang isang term ng program, or isang term, pwede ka na mag-work as a part-time ECC assistant. Okay? So you work part-time, you earn while working part-time, while continuing the rest of the terms of the program until you become a licensed educator. So very attractive, very appealing ang ECCE, and it's a great program for you to consider.
All right, thank you for answering that question.
Bro, may follow-up question lang ako doon.
Sure.
Regarding, this is from Nina Imperial Kanami. Tanong na niya, bro, is other than early childhood education, do you offer any other programs related to education? Maybe for the youth or disability or teaching literacy or SPED, something like that.
So thanks, Kuya, for that question. No, this is the only program of VCC na relevant or directly related sa education and sa program on providing care service or care to those with special needs, right? So yun po ang ECCE. It's caring for the toddlers and also for those with special needs. This would be the best program na may offer namin. And ito rin po lang talaga ang ino-offer namin related to education, care service, and education care service.
I mean, hopefully VCC will offer more health-related programs in the future. But like what Ms. Rona said, this is a community college. They are more focused on the programs that what the Vancouver community is looking
Needs,
or the needs of the community. Okay. Another question I have from Mitch Silva. May bridging program po ba for a high school graduate old curriculum? Like for an old curriculum siguro, I wanted to take diploma program. Pwede ba akong dumiretso or do I need to take a prerequisite program for an old curriculum high school?
So wala kami niyan sa VCC, but the good thing is, ang dami naming programs, and even if the student, let's say, nakapag-kumpleto siya ng 4th year high school or grade 10, meron kaming programs na pwede niyang applyan. Halimbawa guys, for those of you who completed grade 10 or 4th year high school, pwede kayong mag-apply sa baking and pastry program ng VCC, culinary, and cosmetology. So sa baking, merong 2 years, merong 1 year, mamimili kayo, and it's a very in-demand skill sa province at the moment. So sa cosmetology, pag gusto niyo 1 year lang, pwede kayong sa hairstyle, which is 1 year. Meron naman sa aesthetics or body care, 1 year lang. So we have programs for those who completed grade 10 or 4th year high school. And the rest of and most of our programs, grade 12 po ang grade 12 usually ang requirement. Or yun nga, nasabi ko na, reaching up to 2nd year college or having a 2-year post-secondary diploma. Meron kaming 3 post-degree diploma and nagre-require ng college degree. So madali pong makapasok sa VCC. Okay?
So, thank you very much, Rona. Just another follow-up lang din regarding sa IELTS. So you mentioned kasi we have only 4 programs that does not require IELTS. No, now kahit na Duolingo, okay lang na wala. Pero when we say for all programs that require IELTS, okay na ba sabihin na they can take Duolingo?
Yes, that's
Okay.
correct. So it's either IELTS Academic or Duolingo. So
And
either or.
the minimum is 105, right? Score?
It varies per program. So kung ang program medyo, of course, nagre-require na ang student would really be very good in English kasi nga meron siyang classroom interactions, the score required would be higher. So the highest would be 105 for programs like ECCE, hospitality, computer systems. Pero like culinary, cosmetology, yung more enhancement, it can be 85 or 95. So madali, very reasonable, madaling makapasok. Do not be scared of Duolingo.
Yeah, of course. And
Guys.
yung Duolingo, it's a very it's more cheaper at saka mas madali po siya compared to IELTS. Nandiyan. And yung result is only 2 days, 2 to 3 days lang makukuha mo na yung result na. Yeah, thank you very much. Any question from your end, bro?
I think one question that we need to ask is Rona is um, cost of living in Vancouver. As mentioned earlier, medyo similar siya sa Toronto or Toronto. So how can we compare or maybe have a brief idea of the cost just so for budget purposes of our international students?
Right. So in the presentations conducted by the Embassy of Canada, the immigration officer there mentioned that you have to allocate around 10,000 Canadian dollars for a 1 year budget for your cost of living. All right. So if you ask me, guys, I mean, it really would depend on your lifestyle. All right. Kung magastos ka ba or matipid ka ba. And having been there sa Vancouver, I would say na hindi naman siya ganoon talaga ka-expensive. Kung let's say hindi ka mapili sa food, you don't eat a lot outdoors sa mga restaurants, kayang-kayang mag-thrive, mag-survive. Okay? And it can pwedeng mas mababa talaga siya sa 10,000 Canadian dollars. So it would depend on your lifestyle, kung gaano ka kagastos. There are food places there, groceries na offering very affordable food. And in terms of accommodation, let's say, kung mag-isa ka lang, kung gusto mo talaga makamatipid, you might want to consider a room sharing. So it would all depend on your lifestyle or preferences, I'd say.
All right, thank you for that answer. Like what Ms. Rona mentioned, sometimes as an international student, you cannot maintain your lifestyle once you arrive here. It also depends on how financially ready you are. So I guess typical meal, just to give an idea, yung mga McDonald's meal, mga $12 siguro, yung mga Big Mac meal. So that kind of gives you an idea kung how much you need to prepare. When I was still studying, luto-luto lang. Hindi muna kami nagda-dine out because we were a family of 3. So medyo tipid-tipid lang unless there's a birthday. Sometimes mga restaurant may mga promotion pag birthday mo 50 off. So or sometimes it's even free. So that's one thing na just to share.
Tama yung sinabi ni Miss Rona din and this applies to all provinces naman din.
Yes.
For example, Toronto or Vancouver man lang, sabi na mataas yung cost of living. Yes, indeed mataas. Kasi nandito din kasi yung mga high-paying jobs eh. At the same time, yung lifestyle mo, if you would not change it, kung sanay ka kumain sa labas or sanay kang mag-shopping, alam mo yun, people, you will be experiencing living from paycheck to paycheck. No? And that's how most of the mga Canadian dito. No? So really, if you want to save money, you need to adjust your lifestyle. Like for example, kung nagtatrabaho ka sa Makati or sa BGC, you're not gonna rent a whole house, di ba? Kasi mahal dun eh. And most of the time, you're not in the house. You're outside working, di ba? It's more convenient to just look for a shared room or look for just one room for yourself. And yeah, I mean,
that's a very good point. Yeah.
Sacrifice lang din kasi for the first 2 years, alam mo yun, for your life, once you graduate, you can fully work full time.
Yes.
Right? And also,
yes.
sa co-op time issue, correct me if I'm wrong, is there a chance na magkaroon sa ng co-op work na with pay?
There is a chance. Depende talaga yun, guys, or Kuya Nick, sa magiging employer nila. But there's a possibility. So it would depend on employer. VCC will help them find an employer, and hopefully ang mahanap nila is giving a paid internship or co-op.
Yeah.
And just to add, Kuya Nick, no? Sorry, ang ganda ng sinabi mo, yun nga, tipid-tipid lang. And yun nga guys, ang mga Filipino sa Vancouver, napaka-diskarte, as in madiskarte talaga. Like, ang iba sa kanila, ang work kapag umaga, for example, nasa restaurant or nasa coffee shop. Kapag tanghali, nag-work na sila sa mall. Kapag gabi is nag-work na sa hotel. So, discarded din yon. Kasi imagine, makakapag-work kayo up to 20 hours per week kapag nag-aral kayo as an international student and full-time kapag term break. So, discarded din. So, it comes with a price living in Vancouver. It's expensive because living there has a price. The job opportunities are there. And that's why it's kind of quite expensive.
Yeah, and also to add, Rona, pre kami ni Kuya Mikmik kasi, we came here with a spouse. So, isa sa amin kasi can work full-time, while the student can work 20 hours per week. Sa amin naman yung mga spouses na OWP or open work permit holder, they can work unlimited hours. Kahit na 24 hours na mag-work as long as kaya nila.
Double job, triple job,
Yes.
pwede.
Yes, so that would really help you save money, or that will also help you pay your next year's tuition fee. Question
Yes.
kasi, kaya bang mabayaran yung tuition fee with the 20 hours jobs na per week, 20 hours job per week? Honestly, hindi. Kasi if you will do the math, I think Vancouver, they already increased their minimum wage. Nasa 15 nata na sila eh.
0.2, yeah.
Yeah, so sa
15.2.
$15. Dito sa Toronto, I mean sa Ontario kasi, roughly nasa 14.26. Pero usually naman kasi, since nandito tayo sa bigger, sa city, they don't give you a minimum wage. Usually, ibang company nag-start sa 16 or 18. It different, depends on the employer and types of jobs as well. Yun. Ako naman yung ginagawa ko, alam mo yung sa minsan yung magko-close na yung tindahan, magko-close na yung may half the price silang binibenta.
Sa mga food court, pag
So,
malls kasi, for example, in Ontario, they close around 9. So mga 8:30, nakaabang na yung mga estudyante. Kasi yung mga, ano pa tawag doon, Kuya Nikki? 2 ulam, 1 rice, 1 veggie na mga meals na combo. Biglang magiging mga $8 na lang sila coming from, let's say, 12. So makita mo yung mga estudyante, bibili sila mga 4-3 para sa isang linggo na yun na i-microwave na lang nila.
yes.
Also, just to add, do sa mga international students, yes, you can work 20 hours per week off campus. Within the campus, you can actually work over 20 hours. So may mga estudyante nakakahanap ng trabaho within campus like sa food court, library. May classmate ako dati, nag-janitor siya actually sa school namin. So those are also the things na you can add. Miss Rona, you mentioned about yung diskarte ng mga Pilipino sa umaga. They are working, let's say, in a restaurant, and then sa hapon, it might be another job. So I guess the question is, what's the typical class schedule so that our viewers and prospective students can have an idea how can they insert work in a typical day or within the week para ma-schedule nila?
Oh, that's a very good question, Kuya Mick, no? So, ang schedule, nagva-vary pa rin siya per program. Pero rest assured na ang schedule ay nakadesign in such a way na may time pa rin kayo guys na makapag-work up to 20 hours per week. For example, sa business programs ng VCC, meron siyang 3 classes, for example, kapag weekdays, then isa naman kapag weekend. So, merong halimbawa na 2 days na walang pasok, and that can be devoted for your work. So, the message is, the schedules are designed in such a way na makakapag-work pa rin kayo. So, do not worry. Kino-consider yun ng VCC na you are really considering to work kapag nag-aral kayo sa amin.
Oh, that's very nice. That's very nice that the institution itself considers the welfare of the students, especially mga international. I have a follow-up question po from Ms. Capti Guzman. This is regarding the Duolingo test. For example, if hindi na-reach yung minimum requirement score in Duolingo, is she allowed to take it again?
Ang alam ko, you can take it if the student is unfortunate on his or her first attempt, pwede siya ulit mag-retake for pangalawa. So allowed ang student na mag-take twice a month. All right? So that's why
good.
very convenient and highly advised talaga na mag-Duolingo ang mga students. And we're seeing right now, guys, na marami mga students na, especially yung mga takot sa IELTS academic, nagdo-Duolingo talaga sila. Kasi imagine, ito ang strengths ng Duolingo. I want to mention this, Kuya Mick, no? Para lang talaga ma-encourage yung students na mag-Duolingo. So 1 hour lang ang online exam. So 1 hour, may click. Then available ang result in 2 days. Then it's very affordable. That's just $49 or around 2,400. Very affordable compared, let's say, to IELTS Academy. And yun nga, if you are unfortunate on your first attempt, you can try again. You can take it for the second time and pwede yun twice a month. So very friendly for students,
Oh,
for
wow.
test takers.
Oh, that's good. So 3 days result versus 13 days.
2 days.
2
2
days
days
result
ang result.
versus roughly 2 weeks from IELTS.
Yeah,
$300 versus $39.
49.
49.
Yeah.
Oh.
Malaki pa rin yung difference. 49 or 39 versus 300. That's really good. And
Challenge din bro magpa-schedule ng IELTS.
yes, I was about to say that one. Parang si Duolingo ba nagpapa-schedule pa? I think it's more of the IELTS ang nagpapa-schedule.
Yes.
It's online. In fact, I can share to you guys my video tutorial kung paano i-download, let's say, yung app, kung paano mag-take ng exam. And nag-offer pa si Duolingo ng free tutorials sa website nila before you take the
That's
actual
good.
exam. So
Yeah,
it's really good.
May mock sila how they do it. Parang self-pip din bro. Kasi self-pip meron silang mock din once you buy the
That's
packet.
good. That's good.
Yeah, and ang daming resources. YouTube is there.
Yes.
Google is there. Right? Yun. Yeah, like I said, with the partnership with Sun-Cor, we can help you out. In a way, later on, I'm gonna announce something that will also help our kababayan to help you with the Duolingo part. Okay. Other question? Let me just check my.
Ako po, may question habang si Kuya Nikki naghahanap pa ng mga questions kasi marami nag-PPM kay Kuya Nikki. Can we, this is from Miss or Mr. June Paul Eleguin. I think he might have been late during the presentation. How much po ang range ng 2-year IT programs sa Vancouver Community College?
So, ang 2-year IT program, the range could be between 35,000 Canadian dollars to 46,000 Canadian dollars. That's for programs, guys, na 2 years to 2.5 years ang length or program duration. Okay po? But for example, I hope I got the name right, Kuya June. For example, magte-take kayo ng Network Technology Admin and Security, which is walang IELTS. Ang tuition niya is 37,200 Canadian dollars for 2 years. Kung Network Security na 8 months lang, that's 11,864. Yan ang pinaka-affordable na program ng VCC. And baka increasean namin dahil sa, masyado naman yata siyang affordable. The message is, mag-apply na kayo habang mababa. Because it's really affordable. Imagine, an advanced certificate na siya.
Yeah, Ms. Rona, may nag-PM din sa akin dito regarding, does VCC offer up 1+1 LOO?
What do you mean na 1+1 LOO?
Program in one LOO or an LOA. Like, yes. Like
So
two
at VCC, at VCC, you have to complete first a program before you can take the other program. All right? Pero may programs kami na, for example, yung baking and pastry dual certificates. Dual siya, which means may isang certificate sa baking, may isang certificate naman sa pastry. Sometimes, we do not encourage this. Kasi nga, in demand yung skill na yon. May mga students na halimbawa, nag-work sila, tapos inofferan sila ng employer. Nag-exit na sila, basta't nakuha nila yung isang certificate. And si employer na ang, let's say, assist sa kanila when it comes to, let's say, their migration.
Yeah.
That's it. Mas expert ka dito, Kuya Nick. Meron din kaming cosmetology diploma. Si cosmetology diploma, it's combining hairstyle and body care. 1 certificate for each, pero kapag nakompleto mo ang dalawa, may dalawa ka ng certificate, may isa ka pang diploma. So, and same, nag-exit yung iba kasi very in demand kasi yung mga cosmetology sa Vancouver, ha, i-promote ko lang guys, yung kung hilig nyo ang hairstyle, body care or aesthetics, napaka-in-demand yan. And ang daming jobs na available sa Vancouver right now. Kami lang nag-offer ng program na yan sa Vancouver. And ang daling mag-earn, okay? Aside from the tips given by the customers. So in that
Yes.
program, it happens din na nag-exit si student kasi nga ang daming jobs available. Nag-exit by just completing 1 year, halimbawa ng kompleto sa hairstyle, exit na sila. And si employer na ang nag-promise ng kanilang, yung sinabi mo Kuya Nick, ng kanilang, let's say, pag-stay or pag-work sa Canada.
So,
Just
yes, bro, go ahead.
just to share dun sa hairstylist, for example, yung po mga barbero dito tsaka mga hairstylist, meron din silang parang license. Hindi sila basta-basta pwede mag-operate ng business na ito. Tsaka, I think, tama yung sinabi ni Miss Rona, malaki yung bayad. Ang gupit sa lalaki, pag sa grocery ka nagpagupit, parang $10. Pero pag sa totoong barbero, I think it's around $20, wala pa yung tip. Sa lalaki pa lang yon, sa girls, mas mahal. Tapos yung mga kuko, nako, ang laki po ng kita doon, parang $80 yata. Yung mga sa mga nail treatments or whatever, I'm not familiar. So
Yun lang yun bro, yung massage, yung mahilig sa mga massage dyan, yung cost nila is nasa $140 to $150 per hour.
Yes.
Yung bayad nila sa massage. Di ba sa atin, mga package na, may massage na, may facial, may foot spa pa for 500 to 1,000 pesos lang. Dito po, talagang kikita kayo pag if you have that skill.
And dagdag ko rin lang, mga kuyas, there's a shortage right now ng mga cosmetologists sa Vancouver. Kasi we just noticed na kaunti ang nag-aaral nitong program and nanghihinayang kami kasi we know na ang dami talagang naghahanap ng mga hairstylist and aesthetics or yung sa body care. Pero kaunti ang skills, ang taas ng demand. So guys, this is a very good option.
Dadami yan this year, we can assure you that. Yun. Are you still okay, Miss Rona? Okay ka lang ba?
Sure. Oh,
For questions?
It's already 12
sige lang. Oh.
midnight here. 12 noon na rin dyan.
That's really okay. I'm better here compared to you guys there na midnight na.
Oh, we're fine. We're
Okay,
fine.
sanay kami sa ganito dito. Every Friday, we usually sleep late because after the info session, sumasagot din kami ng mga queries offline then.
I have a question po habang naghanap si Kuya Nikki. This is from Miss Aya Ignacio. If fully paid na po yung tuition for September intake, but still waiting for the visa decision, what will happen po if di po siya umabot?
Okay, that's a very good question. And yan yung very common scenario na nai-encounter natin. What if deadline na ng submission ng study permit approval pero hindi pa rin or wala pang feedback si student from the immigration office? Your option, guys, is to defer or to delay your intake to the next available intake. Halimbawa, September 2021 ka, wala pa yung study permit by July 15 kasi ang deadline ng VCC para mag-submit ng approval of study permit 1.5 months before the program starts. So, for example, kung September, deadline yan July 15. Kung January ang start mo, ang deadline niya November 15. Kung May ang start mo, ang deadline niyan March 15. It's always 1.5 months before. If you can't meet the deadline, yun nga, request agad kayo sa VCC na i-defer kayo sa next available intake. Although, kailangan ko syempre i-manage ang expectation nyo. I don't want to overpromise. Kapag may available na seat sa susunod na intake, i-approve kayo. Makaka-receive kayo ng panibagong letter of offer for that new intake period. Pero tandaan natin na may mga nag-apply din na students for that next intake. So may possibility na wala ng seat sa intake na yon, hindi ka muna mabibigyan ng VCC ng seats. So these scenarios happen. Okay po? The answer is you can delay or defer to the next available intake. To avoid that scenario na, yun nga, na-delay yung study permit approval, usually guys, ang binibigay natin, ang ideal turnaround time talaga, simula sa pag-process ng iyong study permit, ay pag-apply sa school, so that you have enough time to process your study permit, is 1 year. That's why we open our application period 11 months before the program. Kasi nga, you need to allocate enough time for your study permit processing.
Oh, that's a good one. Follow up lang din, Ms. Rona. What if naman mag-change na ng program? For example, I got a refusal for January 2022, and I want to change another program, but that program is still available. Okay lang ba? Do I need to pay another application fee for another program?
Yes, unfortunately, you really have to think it over kung ano talaga yung program na gusto nyo. Because, yun nga, kung mag-apply kayo mag-shift kayo ng ibang program, that's another application fee. Pwede rin nyo lang magamit yung application fee nyo, guys. Non-refundable siya. Sa same program, but different intakes. Okay po? Tandaan natin yan. Valid for 1 year. Pero kung mag-shift kayo ng ibang program, nagbayad na kayo ng tuition fee, hindi nyo na makukuha yung non-refundable fee amounting to 5,000 to 6,000 Canadian dollars. So you really have to finalize and decide, consult your loved ones, kung ano talaga yung program na kukunin nyo, because masasayang din yung financial resources if you suddenly change your mind and mag-shift kayo, mag-change ng program.
Okay. That's good. Thanks, Ed. What you said, na dapat sure kayo. Lalo na before you submit your visa application, make sure na kayang i-defend sa SOPs nyo, yung the program that you selected. And or else you need to pay another $145 for choosing the other program.
That's correct.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah, thank you very much for that precise answer. Kasi at least yun din ng mga question ng iba. Kasi other schools offers free, but yun nga, only it depends kung available siya sa next intake din yung available. Usually, Ms. Rona, yung intake ba per program is available sa, for example, January intake available ba? Na-refuse siya, so magpapadefer siya. Available ba sa May and September, or it depende sa program yun?
So depende sa program. May mga programs kaming ino-offer lang one intake per year. For example, ano ba ito? I remember CAD and BIM. Yung CAD and BIM drafting, ino-offer lang siya sa fall or September 2020. September. Yung fashion design and production, September din lang. Yung dental and technology, September din lang. While the other programs, it depends din. Yung iba twice a year. Pero yung popular programs ngayon sa mga Filipino international students, specifically Business and Project Management, Canadian Business Management, Network Technology, in-offer siya 3 beses sa isang taon. So that one, medyo okay siya. Kasi may mga seats, may mga sections.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. Shout out muna tayo, bro, sa lahat ng viewers natin. Medyo baka magalit sa hindi na ma-mention na once again, thank you very much for viewing us today, this Friday night, with Evening with the Kuyas. Once again, this is Vancouver Community College, yung special guest namin si Ms. Rona. She is the Philippine parang ambassador or representative of Vancouver Community College. And she shared her time today para lang matulungan natin yung mga kababayan natin to advertise Vancouver. And this is a very prestigious school. And ako mismo din, I wanted to go there and visit Vancouver someday. Yun. Question here. For accounting diploma, kay Gigan, I didn't think so. I don't know the question of the bro. For
Not yet.
2022 intake, who was a VCC for accounting diploma? May, and she's asking kung meron bang May 2022 intake for the accounting program.
Yes. So si accounting diploma, ino-offer siya winter, summer and spring, and fall. So 3 times a year. And currently, meron pang seats yung winter at saka summer or spring. So perfect time to apply, guys. Take note, very in demand ang mga tax preparers, accounting assistants, not just in BC, but across Canada. So great program option din ito.
Yeah. By the way, guys, yung summer at saka spring are just the same intake. May po yun, no? Baka malito kayo.
Summer slash.
Winter, spring, and fall lang po talaga. Yung spring kasi at saka summer, combined na yun. Ayun, ano pa ba? Yeah, most of other question is more on immigration na bro.
And some of them were answered already.
Yeah.
So
So, time check is already 12:15. May share lang akong announcement din for everyone who's watching. Sa lahat ng mga nanood, I'm gonna share you our sandali na. Ayun. Yun, for those who are watching tonight, like I said, meron pong 145 application fee yung when you apply for Vancouver Community College. And in partnership with Sun-Cor, we would be happy to announce you that for the first 10 applicants for January 2022, we will refund back the 145 application fee. And in celebration of our 3rd year anniversary for Sun-Cor, we will also share you back the $350 once you arrive here in Canada and start your class. So this is our anniversary bonus. This is limited lang for the test for the first 10 LOA applicants. So you don't need to get our service, but you know Sun-Cor in partnership with Kuya Mikmik, Canadian Corrales Immigration Company, we are offering visa assistance as well. So yun nga, if you are interested, please feel free to message me or message Sun-Cor, and we will happy to refund you back your $145 application fee, and we'll also share you the $350 Canadian once you start your class here in Canada. And aside from that, you also get some freebies from VCC campus.
wow.
You can get the jacket, the campus jacket and campus mug. This is only for the applicants in the Philippines. So nasa Pilipinas pa lang kayo. We in partnership again with the VCC and Ms. Rona, we will be happy to share you some goodies from VCC. Ayun.
Grabe, may pa-jacket.
Good. Once again, yung sa amin naman, the LOA assistance of Sun-Cor is free. Wala pong bayad. At the same time, we also, if you have the options to do DIY or get our visa assistance as well. So we will help you out with your LOA. We will refund your application fee, and then we'll share you out the $350 anniversary bonus. Yung first 10 applicant for January 2022. So madali lang maubos to. And please feel free to message me right away. And also Kuya Mikmik.
Kuya Nicky, malaking bagay yung $350.
Yes.
Ilang linggong grocery na to ng single
Hindi lang yun
student.
bro, kasi that's why I'm asking for the Duolingo. Kasi that 350 can help them out sa Duolingo nila. Kung ano man yung cost nila sa Duolingo, sobra pa yung makukuha nila.
Yes, kasi kung $49 nga po ba? Wag
Tama.
lang 7 beses sila mag-Duolingo. But I guess 1 or 2 tries would be enough for this. Like anything else, with proper preparation, you would be successful in the English test.
Yeah, for sure. Yung IELTS naman, mandatory lang talaga yun when you applied for PR. General din yung kailangan. Hindi siya academic. No, parang practice rin to eh. So kasi hindi talaga natin maiwasan yung IELTS. Harapin din natin din.
Wala po tayong kawala doon.
Kaya wag nating matakot. So yun, Ms. Rona, we don't want to add any more questions kasi I know na nabombard ka rin ng maraming questions. But like I said, if you guys have any questions, feel free to message Sun-Cor. We'll be happy to guide you with your dreams. Once again, Sun-Cor is an international education consultancy in partnership with Canadian Corrales Immigration. So ano po kami 2-in-1. Dati din po kami mga students na naging permanent resident, and with Kuya Mikmik, he is our resident licensed immigration consultant na dati din siyang student din na naging PR. And he is one of the first student na naging licensed immigration consultant here in Canada. So by experience, yun nga, mas madali namin ma-explain sa inyo kasi nga kami mismo nakaranas sa proseso, and we're here. And the least is we are also offering our service for free for Sun-Cor for the LOA.
Yes.
Okay. Miss Rona, do you have any last words as before kakakanta or your special time?
Well, siguro concluding message, congratulations sa mga nag-attend kasi this is, a great step, one of the preliminary steps na ginawa nyo as you explore to becoming an international student in Canada. So congratulations, guys. And do not stop here. Pursue this plan, pursue your dream. Speak with Kuya Nick and Kuya Mick on how to become international student at VCC. And not because I'm from VCC, pero personally, I'm a great fan of the school, highly reputable, and that's why it's very famous and madaling mapuno ang seats. So while the seats are open, the application is open, apply na kayo as soon as possible via Sun-Cor with Kuya Nick and Kuya Mick.
Yeah, thank you very much, Rona. So once again, with Sun-Cor, we can help you waive the application fee for the first 10 applicants, and also we can help you pay for your Duolingo because we're giving you $250. So in short, you're getting money from us. You're not even paying us for anything for your LOO. And for your visa assistance, please reach out to Canadian Cross Immigration, or you can reach out to me and I can refer you out to Kuya Mikmik. And Miss Rona, thank you very much from the bottom of our heart. Salamat
Thank you so
talaga.
much.
I know you're busy, and this is just the beginning of our partnership for the Vancouver Community College. Looking forward and looking for more info session like this. And sana hindi ka magsawa din.
Hindi ako magsasawa sa uulitin. Thank you also so much, Sun-Cor. Yeah, and thank you guys for your attention today. We appreciate it.
Okay. Any last words for Miss Rona, bro?
Miss Rona, I hope you get well soon. Yung sore throat nyo, sana mawala na para on the next one.
Feeling ko every time na may info session tayo, may sore throat ako.
Siguro pa maghanda kayo ng salabat para hindi hindi na siya ma-sore throat para next time yung production number ninyo na ina-expect na makita namin sa wakas.
Babawi yan next time, bro.
Yes.
Hindi ayaw niya mapapahiya. No worry. She will come back prepared next time.
Make sure I will have a sore throat by then.
Yun. And hopefully, if you can visit also, pag makapunta ka dito sa Canada, we can meet you in person. Or if we can visit the Philippines, we can meet you in person as well. So
Sure, keep in touch, guys. Kapag okay na ang pandemic, because right now travel is still highly discouraged.
Yes.
Yes, and thank you very much, Miss Rona. We will be continuing this session. Aside from this, may mga kami session after the info session. We're just gonna run some announcement from Sun-Cor.
All right, thank you so much ulit, and take care, everyone. Keep safe. Bye-bye. God bless.
Bye, Miss Rona.
Bye, Miss Rona. Ayun. Salamat po ulit, everyone, for watching our evening with the Kuya, with Kuya Mikmik and Kuya Nikki. Happy Independence Day, everyone, sa Pilipinas.
And happy 3 years
And also,
to Sun-Cor.
Yeah, actually, this is our June second week is our 3 years anniversary for Sun-Cor, and we're giving away some special prizes, especially with every week. We've been doing this for the last 2 months now, and for the next week, the next 7 days, we're giving away $350 extra. So in total of like $500, because we're gonna be reimbursing your application fee for VCC.
Yes. Malaking tulong to sa mga estudyante natin.
And like I said, yung LOA po or LOO, libre na po yung pag-assist namin sa inyo. We will help you prepare all the documents and we will communicate with the VCC. Once again, it's easier for us kasi pwede namin tawagan. Aside sa pwede namin puntahan, nilipad kami ng 3 to 4 hours. Yun.
Yes.
Andito kami sa Canada, which is easier for communication-wise. We can call them anytime. Yun. Once again, thank you very much for everyone for watching. I know umabot na tayo ng we reached already almost 2,000 people in the span of like an hour and a half. Wow. And also, any announcement, bro? We have a latest draw.
368 from the Express Entry draw. Congratulations to those who received the invitation to apply.
Yeah, and this is for Canadian experience class, no? Huwag kayong malito, no? Bro, kasi yung iba kasi, bakit daw hindi sa nakakuha ng, yung mga nasa Pilipinas, bakit daw okay naman yung score nila, hindi sila nakakakuha ng ITA?
Yes, so every express entry draw, sometimes, although more often now that there is a pandemic, nagiging stream specific siya. So sa express entry po, tatlo usually yung streams na kino-cover niya, yung Federal Skilled Trades, Federal Skilled Worker, and Canadian Experience class. And sometimes there are the provincial nomination draw specific. But ngayong pandemic po, kadalasan mga Canadian Experience class yung mga nagka-qualify. So abang-abang lang po tayo na as long as our scores are good.
Yun. Ano ba yung natin, other announcement, bro? Nilift na po nila yung tawag nito, yung 3-day quarantine sa, I think sa July, starting July.
Wow.
Yeah, there's a news already been spread out pala. Kumakalat ngayon na the mandatory 3 days quarantine sa government partner hotels, i-lift na nila. So you can do the quarantine kahit saan quarantine lang approve or yun. But we will wait for further announcement for it.
Tsaka dito sa Ontario, Kuya Nikki, it's slowly starting to get back to normal. As of today or tomorrow, outdoor dining is already allowed. So kanina, punong-puno na yung mga outdoor patios, mga restaurants. Non-essential stores are open at 15% capacity yata. So
yes. And kanina nga, dumaan kami sa favorite store namin, yung Value Village. Bukas kasi nag-donate kami ng mga stuff. Hindi kami makapasok kasi sobrang haba ng pila. And then, habang dumadaan kami sa mga restaurant, most of them are outside. Ang dami ng puno na.
yes. Pumipila na kanina during lunchtime, naglakad-lakad ako sa mga establishments dito. Puno na, pumipila na yung mga tao. So the economy is slowly recovering. Dadami na ulit yung mga trabaho, both for the domestic and international students. Hopefully, it gets better as Ontario enters step 1. And I think 3 steps yata to the pandemic recovery. So I think we would be currently in step 1. Ang pinaka-interesting is pwede na ulit mag-hug. Yun yung parang nabasa ko na isang araw. Dati bawal, ngayon pwede na daw ulit. Outdoor gathering of 10 people is now allowed. Previously, it wasn't allowed also. So it's slowly improving. And I guess for the rest of Canada and the other provinces as well.
Yes. And yeah, for this specific info session, I would really appreciate you guys for viewing. At the same time, Vancouver is really one of the top place here in Canada na gusto ng lahat pumunta.
Yes.
And Vancouver Community College is the biggest community, college in Vancouver, in the city proper itself. I think sila lang ata yung nandun, bro. Most of them, yung ibang schools or colleges na sa ibang parte ng British Columbia.
Medyo spread out sila. And VCC is also a public school.
Yes. And ano pa ba? Yeah, congratulations sa mga recently na approved their study visa. I've seen a lot sa study permit na group.
Oh yes, too many to mention, pero madami talaga.
So once again,
yes, that's very good news for everybody, slowly fulfilling their dreams.
Yes, and always plan your flight coming. I mean, flight journey going here. Always coordinate with your school kung ano yung mga requirements para wala nang hassle pagdating dito sa border. Anything that you want to remind them, bro, once they get to the immigration sa airport, no? Kasi marami kasing na-encounter na lumapit sa amin na mali yung date sa permit nila kasi nga hindi na nila napansin.
So, minsan kasi out of excitement or sa pagod, sa biyahe, minsan hindi na tinatanggap lang nila yung permit tapos umaalis na only to find out na may mga restrictions pala nalagay, for example, or yung date medyo alangan. To just a piece of advice before you leave yung counter ng border, kasi po ang mangyayari sa inyo, maglalanding kayo ng airport, habang kayo ay lumalabas ng eroplano, naglalakad, there would be a staff that would tell you, okay, mga international students, dito kayo pumila. And then, iba po kasi yung entry ng mga PR, mga citizen, mga tourist. Yung mga landed immigrants, tsaka yung mga international student, iba yung pila nila. And the reason why is kasi ang international student, yung actual study permit ipiprint sa border. So once it's given to you, make sure you double check all the details. Iba kasi nagmamadali, masyado excited pagkakuha, alis na, or selfie na, or whatever. But I highly recommend you read the details first. Baka kasi may mali, just to save you the trouble kasi nandun na kayo. Otherwise, you have to request an amendment on that.
It would take some time at saka medyo mahirap
Yes.
with the pandemic. Kasi usually dates talaga nagkakamali. Yung program mo 2 years, ang nabigay na study permit sa'yo 1 year.
Dates or sometimes yung mga work restrictions, minsan nakalagay not allowed to work. So yun, mga ganung bagay.
Yeah. And this will go to the open work permit holder as well. Hindi lang sa student.
So yun po. I guess we have covered everything. Once again, happy anniversary to Sun-Cor and
Thank you.
happy Independence Day to the Philippines. Sakto pa lang nangyari both things. And good luck sa ating mga VCC applicants. Take this opportunity to get the $350 and the refund on your application fee.
Okay, so once again, guys, this is your Kuya Nikki and Kuya Mick, and this is your evening with the Kuyas. And we'll see you on next Friday for our next session with the Kuyas, and just wait for our posting. I guess we're gonna do another school for next week, or
Yes.
we'll itutuloy natin yung naputol nating session about schools. Baka naman ibang
Pwede.
natin.
Okay, all right.
Once again, guys, enjoy your weekend. Happy anniversary again with Sun-Cor, and happy Independence Day for so lahat ng mga kababayan natin. And everyone stay safe and God bless you all. Take care, guys. Bye.
Bye-bye.